What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I got in this, well, I bought this. I don't know why I do these things to myself. I bought this beginner set off of Amazon, and I figured since I'm throwing left-handed, I'm throwing kind of like a beginner would right now. So I thought that I would give this a little bit of a review for you guys, not expecting a whole lot. I think the whole thing was like 25 bucks. I don't know, the link for it's gonna be in the description. It comes with 6 discs and a bag, so that's why I'm not expecting a whole lot. And these are very, very hard. Wingen, I'm not sure how to pronounce it either. Just threw a couple of warm-up shots. Let's see how they putt though. Kind of right in here is where I would normally warm up. They're like so hard. I mean, for my normal putting style, they actually do okay. All right, so we got in a few putts with the putter. They did label these right, I think. This is a very shallow rimmed putter though. It's got a picture of a disc golf basket on it, and the putter's going in the basket, so I mean, that's something. Let's try the driver. I mean, it doesn't feel bad. It feels very like T-bird-ish, maybe. No flex, like I'm pushing on that, and it's just like a solid, like it's like a dinner plate, and I would know. And green, so we may not keep this very long. Hole one's 305 feet, all uphill. Takes about 350 to get there. I mean, that might make the bag, guys. Does Wingen sponsor players? Try one more, see if we can't replicate it. And then we're gonna keep score and see how well we shoot. My best round left-handed has been 6 over for this 9. So this is 2 off the top. Actually got a little bit of stability to it. I don't know. So to be honest, I actually bought this set to kind of make like a little gag video. Not necessarily to make fun of it, but I thought the discs in it would be suboptimal for disc golf. I'm like, there's no way that you can get a complete starter set for like 25 bucks with, you know, this cute little handbag and essentially all the discs that you would need to play around. But I'm actually pretty surprised. The drivers didn't do bad. Now, if you get hit by one or you hit a tree with one, I don't know how long they'll be alive, but so far they're flying okay. So, I mean, both of these drivers, they actually did really good. So there's the wing on it. Got a little bit of a shelf. It's kind of like in between a Thunderbird and a T-bird. It's got a little bit of a wider rim, I think, than a T-bird. But both of these drivers did really good, actually. They matched kind of what I would consider my wave, I guess, would make it to about this far. One of the farther lefty drives that I've had on this hole. My left hand's not my strongest thrower just yet, so. This feels kind of like a dart, and it kind of throws almost like an Aviar or something that's just stable, just straight. So far, not a bad set, other than the quality of the plastic is very stiff. There's no flex. I mean, either I'm that good of a disc golfer, which left-handed is not the truth, or the starter set's not that bad. We might be able to break a record today. I mean, I can tap in this par with my bag on. All right, hole number 2, we're shooting even. I'm gonna try this driver again, but I'm gonna try to put a little more anhyzer on it if I can talk my left hand into doing that. Well, that's in the shade. I threw that kind of up instead of following through on anhyzer. my left hand still doesn't know how to play disc golf. All right, gonna try out the mid-range. Very weird. It's got like a little bit of a shelf, but it's also got a little groove after that shelf. I don't know, it feels very odd. But according to the diagram, it does go in the basket. So if you see here, it says mid-range, and then this is the disc going into the basket. So that's what we want. Here's the groove I was telling you about. Got a little line right here. Got a weird profile. All the rims on these are very thin, other than the driver has a little thicker of a rim. I'm gonna just throw this kind of like straight to anhyzer, pretty much just trying to be flat. It's very awkward to get a grip on these discs. Okay, mid-range is as flippy as I anticipated because I didn't put a whole lot of sauce on that. Getting ready to storm. So I'm probably gonna play this hole and one more, and we'll see. If I can make this, I'll be par on this hole. Oh, pretty good bid. So we bogeyed hole 2. I'm gonna run to the car so that my camera doesn't get wet, and then we'll revisit the rest of the front 9. Kentucky weather, guys. This time of year is really tough to film because my camera is not waterproof and it's getting ready to come a pretty heavy storm. Warning flashed across my phone. I heard some thunder. I don't know if you guys could hear it in the mic or not. So I'm gonna take a break in the car for a couple minutes. I gotta go get some coffee anyway for the day. And after this storm rolls through, we'll pick back up on hole 3. But we are gonna finish this challenge. So we're back after the storm showers. I don't know, it was pretty rough for a little bit. I'm gonna try out the driver. Hopefully I don't hit a tree because it feels like it would probably shatter if I did, but we'll see how it goes. That's lost. Woo! On the edge of the fairway. So I know from throwing this that it's pretty understable because I threw it on hole 2 and it was really flippy. I'm gonna try a big anhyzer shot, probably a little patent pending maybe. Try to hit this gap up top up here and go left. Big anhyzer. Well, that'll be a long putt. This is one of the main holes on the course that's really tough for me to get a birdie or a par on left-handed. The tunnel is just so tight. I don't have the low ceiling control yet. I actually don't think these discs are holding me back very much. Woo! I got a far skip. That is the difference. They like to roll. So like that putter hit and then it just kept rolling. So now I've got a long putt coming back for bogey when a wizard probably would have gripped the ground a little better and just stuck. Got a little bit of an elevator putt here. Oh, are you kidding me right now? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 steps, 33 feet. Little elevator putt. I'm gonna try this mid-range off the tee. So I need a big turnover. Gotta put enough hyzer on it to get it to make the corner before it turns. If it turns too soon, we're screwed. That will work. I just wanna make this corner. Try to just go straight down this tunnel, little hyzer flip. So actually it's flipping pretty good on a hyzer flip. This feels very light and it's windy today, so. I would actually take that for a normal shot. Me and this mid-range, we're dubs partners on this hole. I'm gonna go with it again. I could throw it kind of high and flat and just go for like a smooth anhyzer. This is a crucial shot because if I could get it up close, we could get an easy 5. And that's normally what's been hurting my score on the front 9. Shooting 2 over with a big putt on 3. But this is kind of a technical shot. I think I'm just gonna ham bone high in that little pocket. Oh yeah. Woo! That's almost what I wanted. A little more height so that it would be kind of give it time to flex out. It kind of hit the ground on anhyzer, so it means I didn't throw it high enough, but not a bad disc. If you're somebody that's just starting out playing disc golf, this is actually not a bad set. I would say the plastic is probably not very premium, but other than that, the discs actually don't fly that bad. Especially if you're a brand new player, don't quite have that fast arm speed. The yellow mid in this is actually really fun to throw and would possibly give you a little more distance as a new player. We're getting into a very technical shot here. I'm either gonna go putter or this flippy mid. It's gotta go to the left pretty hard. Regular right hand, backhand, I would have this all day. Throwing lefty, I've gotta get a nice anhyzer in there. I think we're gonna go with the mid. I'm gonna get it to try to go anhyzer right in front of this junk. I think it's gonna be in there for a long putt. Let's just try the putter. I got a little zip on it, so let's try the putter and see if I couldn't throw it hard enough. Oh yeah, almost same spot probably. I feel like the putter would come back a little more. The mid on this, as soon as it flips over, it's done. It's never coming back. So like anybody that can throw really hard, really far, this is gonna turn into like a Skamahawk almost for you guys. I found my mid. Okay, putter was not bad. It was all flying just a little straddle to get away from this. It's grown up. Oh, that's a little tough putt though. That sucks though, because that would have been a 5. That would have been one of the best. And that's on me, that's not the disc. These are a little flippy for a putter. That would have been a great score on hole 4 here. But I need to practice my putting like I tell you guys to do. I should warm up 30 minutes, which I warmed up for about like 10, 15 putting, but I've got to teach this left hand how to putt if I'm going to try to get any good scores. 4 over for 4 holes, which is not bad. If I'm going to beat my record, we can't get another bogey really. We can get one more. 6 is the record. So hopefully we can get a par on 5 and just par out. Let's try to rip on this driver. I'm just going for max distance here. There's no real play. I turned it over a little bit, which would be fine if I gave it height. Got a lot of ground to make up. There's a big bell hornet in the fairway. I actually wanted to be on that side of the fairway just because it's a little more open over there. I think we're just outside of what I could get out of this putter, but I'm gonna try to throw it anyway. Kind of wide hyzer and let it come in. Woo! And I was right. It was just not enough to get in the basket. If I make this, we get a 4 here. All I really want on this hole, left-handed. Oh, sort it. Got to make this for a 6. Woo. Just made it. So we're 6 over through 5 holes. So to tie my best round out here, we have to par out. Hopefully we can get par at least on this hole. That might actually set us up pretty good for another lefty shot. All right. We're 7 over through 6, shooting 1 off of my best round. I'm gonna try this driver. This is gonna be our tree test, because if I hit this tree, it's gonna shatter, probably. The drivers don't really go as far as you would want them to go. I get more turn and better angles out of like a wave or a T-bird. So let's do a little standstill with this putter. Yet again, this feels kind of like a dart. Come on, woo, that'll work. We may be in there for a 3, which is like a birdie at this point. All right, let's focus. Woo! When your 10-footers feel like a 30-footer, it's rough. Because that's what happens with these putters if you give them too much. They're really lofty, so I'm trying to like push putt. Back on track, we're 7 over through 7, but we're supposed to be 6 over through 9, so we would have to get a birdie. This would be the hole. Get around it. Woo! That may have pushed just long enough to get around the tree. I did make it around the tree. So now I'm gonna throw this putter, try to keep it close so we don't add any more damage to our score. Or in. Woo! That's pretty close. That wasn't bad. That putter flies almost just like a dart. See if we got the lefty tap in. Just barely. There it is. That was a little cleaner stroke. First one was just barely over the rim. Little sketchy. These discs are so freaking hard. Last hole of the Amazonapalooza Wingen. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is actually not a bad set. So we're gonna play hole 9. And if we get a birdie here, highly unlikely, we would tie my best score. That is one of my better drives, lefty, just period. A little more understable of a disc, and I think that would have been pretty sweet. Great distance, kind of a bad place to be. I'm gonna try this super flippy mid without a forehand or like a spike hyzer. That's so tough. Oh, I will take that every day of the week. So we finished 8 over for 9 holes with completely brand newbie discs from Amazon. Check out this set on Amazon. I'll have it linked in the description below. If you're a brand new player, you can't beat the value on this. Yeah, they're gonna beat up. They're gonna like be very poor quality discs. The more you play with them, they're gonna get flippy and stuff like that. But if you were to lose one, it's no big deal. It was $23 for all 6 of these and the bag. 20 bucks if you just want the discs. If you guys like this video, be sure to check out this video that YouTube thinks you might like from me. Have a great day. Stay in the fairway, guys. I'm gonna be trying to find some hydration because the bag did not have a water bottle holder, and I am ready for some liquid IV.